Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to talk about some of the best ways to set up and prepare for a season, whether that's season one or season three. A lot of this stuff works for every season. Before we jump in, I just got to ask if you could please like and subscribe if you find this information helpful. So, first off, let's talk about what are some of the things that you want to have ready when you head into a season. Number one thing is you're going to need troops. Make sure you are fully loaded or nearly maxed out on your troops in your drill grounds heading into the season. So be mindful of this when you are ending your last week right before you enter a season, that you're not burning all your troops in maybe a versus fight. There's not going to be any war zone duels, so you don't have to worry about that. Or maybe you did have the zombie invasion, so the gold zombies. And like I always say, you try to farm those. But heading into the season, you probably want to take a step back and not burn so many troops. And going along with that is you need to save stamina anyways. So in your inventory, you're going to want to have a ton of stamina, as much as you can. If you can have 100 stamina, 100 of these 50 stamina or more, that is going to be a really good position to be in, especially if you're going to be the one that's going to be leading rallies. And then other things you're going to need are teleports. You'll need a lot of advanced teleports. If you can save those up for weeks before the season starts, even better, because you're going to have to travel to dig sites. You're going to have to travel to cities and many other places depending on the season that you're in. So the more teleports you have available to you will save you a lot of diamonds when you get into the season. Another little added thing, if you have them, is these little planes here. If you have these in inventory, great. That gives you a little speed boost. So if you're capturing cities, this helps you capture cities a little bit faster. They are needed, but they are nice to have. So a quick little recap: you need troops, you need stamina, you need teleports, and maybe if you have the plane base, that is always good to have too. And then next is going to be the profession. Depending on what season you're headed into, you might already be an engineer, or you're heading into season one and you're trying to figure out which way to go. Having an engineer or many engineers in your alliance is extremely helpful. If you have somebody that is really, really strong and they maybe spend a lot, then they could go with war leader. But for the most part, you want to go into engineer because you're going to have a lot of not only construction, tech, and things like that are going to give you speed ups and reduce time for doing those things. But then you're also going to have this ability here, Siege Mastery, and your Siege Banner here. That is going to allow you to deal more damage to cities and capture cities faster. This is very helpful in Season 2 and 3, but is extremely useful in Season 1. Season 1, you're capturing cities not only on your server, but you're capturing cities on other servers. So having that ability and many players running that ability is going to allow you to take cities really fast and not take as many casualties if somebody's attacking you. And then probably one of the most important things is trying to figure out who is going to be your lead man. And what I mean by that is who is going to be the person that is going to get all the resources. So when you kill these zombies or monsters, depending on the season that you're in, when you kill these, there's a chance that you're going to spawn a season resource. For us, it's mithril, or it could be the sacred water. So when you kill these, they could spawn in, and you want to have one person that is designated to always collecting them. What that does is that gives you a player that is then able to go in and max out their, for us, it's the blessing fountains. This creates the sacred water that then allows us to update the research lab. This lab allows you to get the resistance. So every season you need a resistance. So the lead man is going to get their resistance up, and then they're going to be able to lead rallies. So whoever that is, they need to have a lot of stamina. They need to be very strong, and you want to give them all of the resources so they can max this stuff out really, really fast. That'll give you an advantage in getting into dig sites and moving through the map really fast. And then lastly, heading into a season, you don't know who you're going to be paired with. In season one, it's more likely a set of 8 servers that are around you. And it's going to be very close proximity to you. So if you already have alliances with servers that are within about 8 servers one way or another from you, you're probably in good shape. If you're headed into season 2 or 3, that range is a little bit wider. So just making sure you have alliances with a lot of different servers. That way it avoids chaos. And then when you get into the season, you're going to know who that is. And just make sure that you guys have agreements with who's taking what in advance to avoid panic and fear and a lot of frustration. Outside of that, I do have another quick start guide. It's on season 3, but it works for both season 1 and 2. So feel free to go check that out. And that is it for today. So thanks again for stopping by. I hope this video helps for those that are about to head into their first season. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you have a good one.